Get you through my morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hazy on Nova.
Dating can be very, very tough.
So I've heard.
And the new age, it's not just about meeting people in the flesh. I mean, most people these days meet through online apps.
Yeah.
Am I right? Newsreader Abby and also producer Zoe.
That's it.
That's how you get yourself out there.
Yes, I mean, I don't know, but yeah, apparently that's what happened.
Yeah, you do. You're lying.
We get some solid feedback from these two. I hate dating apps. Dating apps suck. Neck minute. I'm off the dating apps. Neck minute. I'm back on the dating apps.
Back on. There's all sorts of different dating apps as well. From what's the classy one? Raya?
No,
Yeah.
that's the famous one.
It's the
Oh, is it?
celebrity
Okay.
one.
You got to be real special.
Yeah.
All through to Tinder, which is for the genuine dirty birds.
Yeah.
Still,
Have you
I
got a
assume.
blue tick yet?
For on Tinder?
Yeah.
A blue tick. I've got a brown tick. What does that mean? That's kind of sound dirty. Sorry about that. I had no intention of doing that. So here's the thing. First impressions online, just as important as in the flesh. A recent survey of single people revealed the worst messages to send a potential match.
Oh, hit us, please.
First impressions. 3/4 of respondents admitted that they lost interest in someone who messaged too much.
Oh.
Nothing's changed
Yes.
over the journey
Yeah.
there. 63% wish they could skip the virtual conversation and meet in person right away. Sexually suggestive messages were also extremely off-putting, contrary to what pickup artists might claim. Slinging cheesy one-liners is a surefire way to stay solo. That's what they're saying.
Oh, can I drill down on the sexual ones? Apparently these days it goes from 0 to 100 real quick.
Oh,
it
really?
does.
So,
Mixed
yeah.
messages.
Yeah.
So it goes from, hey, how are you? I like your pic, da-da-da-da, into, do you want me to send a DP?
Okay. Ugh,
Yuck.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yuck.
That's if you're lucky. Usually it's unsolicited.
Yeah.
Boom. There it is.
There it is. Like, whoa, what's that? Is that even yours? Look at it. It's doing all sorts of different things. I'm going to give you the top 5 worst messages to send someone on a dating app, rating from fifth to
Yep.
the worst.
Please go.
But I will give you some honourable mentions.
All right.
On the list, at number 19 was you up. At number 13, 3 letters with a question mark, DTF.
No.
Whatever that means.
dunno.
Am I right? You guys
Gross.
hungry? Down to feast? I could go some breakfast. Number 11, you're so hot, spelled HAWT.
Hot.
Oh, God.
Number 9, hey, with at least 5 Y's. And number 8, before we get to the top 5, and this is my favourite, 4.
What do I smell?
PHWOARR. Four. Like, 4, damn.
Damn, girl.
All right, number 5 is without me, as in when you say you're going to take a shower without me.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
Number 4, do you like bad boys or girls, depending on the situation? How do you respond
Boys,
to that?
bad boys, what you gonna do?
Number 3, can't believe people use this, but hey, sexy, what's your number? Number 2, number 2, just the flat out eggplant emoji. You guys been sent that? No. Eggplant emoji.
I really like eggplant though.
Eggplant's delicious.
true.
Really just very purple.
Yeah.
Very purple, but very delicious.
Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
In the news today.
Breaking news.
What's in the news today?
Your post-snooze news.
So much has happened over the last 48 hours, actually. Let's go to Abby in the newsroom and find out what's pressing news, please.
Well, this one, the amount of messages I received on Saturday morning was crazy. Going, can you give us shed some light on what's going on? So basically, there was a massive fire in the building that contains the iconic and historic Oxford Hotel in North Adelaide. Hazy, I'm looking at you.
Done
You probably had
some of
a
your
bit of
finest
damage
work
there.
there,
I'm looking at myself as well. The Oxford was the place when we turned up. So I got here in 2006.
Yeah.
The Oxford, mixing with a little bit of Archer, was a place that we'd go every single Saturday night looking for a soulmate.
Well, some bad news there. Basically, a man is going to be facing court today because he's charged with arson after a fire damaged the building that the Oxford Hotel is in. The damage bill is anywhere between $2 to $3 million. Now, some good news. I know it's not obviously a fire and it's horrible, but there's some good news. Nobody was injured, but also the actual pub and the facade of the hotel is okay. So it basically was accommodation behind the hotel, which was damaged.
Right.
But yeah, the flames were huge. O'Connell Street was shut down pretty much all day. So a lot of those businesses obviously lost out. Saturday's usually pretty busy for them. But yeah, a 37-year-old man will face the Adelaide Magistrates Court today. So we'll hear a little bit more about it. But yeah, the pretty horrible news for the Oxford, especially if it had been damaged.
That's outrageous, isn't it? I think I've told this story before, Jodes, but I remember getting our football club sponsorship banned
Yes,
from the Oxford
you
because
did.
I stole a bottle of Ouzo.
This is the thing. Of all the things for you to steal, Ouzo, which is the grossest spirit on the planet.
You couldn't see. All you could see was the top. So
Yeah.
you didn't know what it was. So it was like a lucky draw. So we stole this bottle, took it in the bathrooms, and we're like, Ouzo? Gross!
Oh my God.
And then sculled it.
Yeah. Do you know what's going to feel really good tomorrow? That hangover on a licorice flavoured liqueur.
I like licorice though. I would have drunk it.
Would you?
Yeah.
In that space, though. Oh,
Man.
anyway.
We've had the moment of the games so far, and not all heroes win gold medals, that's for sure.
I tell you what, not all heroes are ripped as well.
No. So basically, the swimming at the arena was halted temporarily when a mysterious underwear-clad figure stole the show. So the breaststroke, one of the swimmers lost their caps, and so someone had to go and retrieve it from the middle of the pool. And so he was a volunteer working at the pool. He stripped down to his very colourful budgie smugglers. There were woof whistles in the crowd, in what can only be described as an epic dad bod. So this man did this in front of a global TV audience, mind you. And so he's jumped in. There was a rousing applause. It was the moment of the games for mine.
This is every man's greatest fear. That the moment you take your shirt off, everyone's going to give you stick.
Yeah.
And then potentially the next step is it goes viral for you having a dad bod.
What I don't understand though is that at the games they have a lifeguard. So there is a lifeguard at the pool, and you think about it, these are the world's best swimmers, and your job is to be a lifeguard. But why didn't he go and jump in?
Not sure, mate.
Why would it have to be down to this guy?
His one and only call to action, and he was in the John. So you got old mate with the dad bod.
But also do what everyone else does when they're feeling a little bit self-conscious about their body. Keep your t-shirt on.
Keep your t-shirt
It's
on.
okay.
Or
Imagine
suck
if
your guts in.
imagine if he'd wrapped a towel around him and just gone and then like taken it off just as he jumped in.
Oh my God.
So anyway, he's become a bit of a cult hero in the same vein as, can you remember Eric Musambambi?
Oh, Eric the Eel.
Eric the Hill.
Yes, I think he's still trying to finish right now. Do you know what the big giveaway for Eric the Eel was?
What?
He lined up with his swimmers, which looked perfectly fine, but he had the drawstring on the outside. What do you think about it? When was the last time a professional swimmer had the drawstring hanging on the outside?
That's so true. Goodness me.
I wonder what Eric the Eel's doing right now.
I'm not sure.
He said, and I'm so sure of this, he said that his goal for the next Olympics, 2004, was to win an Olympic medal.
He's actually
That didn't come to fruition.
He's now coaching.
Is he?
Not swimming.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm dead set serious.
Wow.
Well, there
Good
you
on
go.
him.
A week after Sydney, the president received me and said he was going to build pools for the future swimmers.
Right, there you go. I am a coach of here's what not to do.
Yeah.
Don't do what Eric did.
Yeah.
the
We all
motto.
had someone like that at school, though, who just
100%.
genuinely couldn't swim, and their parents were like, yes, you have to swim at the swimming carnival.
That was me.
Was it?
Kid from the country. I couldn't swim. There was a bloke from Banana in Queensland from my school who was even worse. He couldn't dive.
Oh, no.
So he had to jump in and then push off. A good mate of mine by the name of Adam Gunthorpe couldn't dive.
Bless.
He had to go in feet first and then
Yeah.
push off. Unbelievable stuff.
That's very un-Australian to live here and not be able to dive into a pool.
And that guy changed his name now, Ian Thorpe. No, it's not Thorpe.
I still hold my nose when I go underwater.
What?
Yeah, I still hold my nose. You'll be on the kneeboard and you probably wouldn't fall off, but you go, oh, I think I'm going to fall off, so you hold your nose.
Yeah, there you go.
No.
I'm a child.
A bunch of athletes here in the Jody and Hazy team. That's what it's all about. Go Australia, just sitting pretty on top of the medal board.
So after 2 days.
For 2 days. Expect that to stay like
Oh, yeah.
that, particularly with the athletics.
Yeah, particularly when we get into the running.
Ah, we love the Tillies. Gosh, they nearly pooed the bed. Really nearly soiled the bed hard, didn't they?
5-5 it was until the 90th minute.
And then Mum, just before they pooed the bed,
Yeah.
Mum got them out,
Yep.
rushed them to the toilet,
Yeah.
just in time. I think it was mid-air. Here's one for you, which surprised me. Have you ever thought, and maybe you haven't, but I'm going to tell you anyway, of the amount of money athletes earn from their country for winning a medal at the Games? Because there's no prize money from the Olympics itself.
Right.
It's up to the country.
Right, okay.
Would you expect Australia to award their athletes heaps of money?
I don't think we do, but I do think like the remuneration comes in the form of sponsorship, etc. post games.
100%. So Australia, bronze medal, $10,000 you'll get.
Oh,
A
that's
silver medal, $15,000, and a gold, just $20,000. That seems outrageous, doesn't it?
really.
I mean, how much money would you put on a gold medal?
Yeah.
But it varies from country to country.
Okay.
You would think in the US you'd make heaps of money, but not much more than Australia. Bronze, $15,000. Silver, $22,500, and gold, $37,500.
Goodness me.
Outrageous, isn't it?
When you compare that to, say, soccer players
Yeah.
who take home $900,000 a week, that seems crazy.
I'll say this much: LeBron James and Steph Curry, they ain't there for the money.
No.
That's for sure. France, bronze, $16.5, silver, $27.5, and gold, $71,000. Spain, it's getting up there now.
Yeah.
Bronze, $32,900, silver, $52,600, and gold, $102,900.
Okay, that seems better.
That seems better. What about this, though? Singapore, you win a bronze medal, $184,000. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Silver, $368,000, and gold, $737,000.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Out of interest, where are Singapore sitting on the medal tally at the moment?
I'm not sure they've registered the medal yet, but that's okay. If they do, whoever wins that medal is going to absolutely just soak in some cash. Here's an interesting one. Norway, bronze, silver, gold, $0. They don't pay their athletes. It's for the pride, baby.
Doesn't matter. They're hot anyway.
100%. That's like, you're hot, you don't need it. You're fine. You'll have 1 million followers on Instagram in no time. Here's my favourite, though.
Yep.
Kazakhstan.
Oh.
If you win a bronze medal, you get yourself a one-room apartment.
It's nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Silver, you get yourself a two-room apartment.
Whoa.
I like you. I like sex.
And I like a two-room apartment. How good's that? And for a gold medal, you get yourself a three-room apartment.
Wow.
Yes. This is a VCR and this play cassettes.
Probably a Kazakhstan athlete just taking us for a bit of a tour of his recent apartment.
Very nice.
I'll tell you this as well. Yildiz Smetov in the men's 60-kilo judo won a gold medal the other day.
Whoa.
Very nice indeed.
Oh, my goodness.
And here was his post-fight interview straight after winning a gold medal.
King in the castle, king in the castle. I have a chair, I have a chair. Oh, go do this, go do this.
Congratulations to Yildiz.
Well,
Now that's a joke.
That was a joke.
That's a joke. Joke. That's a terrible joke.
Oh, here she is. We are led so fearlessly, courageously by newsreader Abby. Good morning.
It's very aggressive.
Oh, that's how passionate I feel about you in this space.
Thank you so much.
Good on you.
so much so, we're going to let you kick us off this morning.
I never start, so that's exciting.
Yeah, because every time we assemble, and sometimes it's weeks out,
Yeah.
we say, who's got the best joke? And you say, well, it's me, so I'll go last.
True. I
And
usually
now-
trump you too.
And now Usain Bolt is doing the first leg.
Yeah.
Correct.
Crazy.
So let's bolt off and do this. Okay, so there was a man and a woman. They didn't know each other and they were flying for work. Anyway, they get to the hotel and they both check in, and unfortunately there's been a stuff up and they're both in the same room. They're on bunk beds.
Yeah, right.
And they go, okay, look, it's fine. Not ideal. We're only here for one night, so it's okay. So he's on the top bunk, she's on the bottom. Halfway through the night, he says, oh, excuse me, would you mind grabbing a blanket for me? And she goes, oh, I've got a better idea. How about we pretend that we're married? And he thinks, oh, I'm seeing someone, but, this could be a bit of fun. Like, I'll never see her again. That's fine. So she then turns around and says to him, get your own damn blanket, to them which he replies by letting one rip.
There you go. Do you-
No, I don't get it.
They're pretending to be married. She says, get your own blanket.
Hey?
Yeah, got it. Now I've got
Has
it.
anyone actually passed gas in a relationship? Not me.
Nah, not me.
Not me.
You're kidding me, aren't
Yeah,
you?
that's my joke.
Oh, God. Yeah, we're not even in a relationship with you, and we know that that's a lie.
No, you don't. I've
Actually,
never
no,
passed
he's-
wind in front of you girls.
Yeah, he hasn't.
I haven't.
Well, not that I know of, anyway.
I've nearly popped a couple of times, ladies. Don't you worry about that. And I just made it to the toilet in time.
There was that one time that producer Em and I were standing outside of the toilets
Yeah.
when you went in,
Yeah, I
and you were a little vocal.
Weren't you talking to Reddy on the phone?
And that was a different situation. But the walls in those
The walls
toilets,
are thin.
paper thin. I tell you what, they were rocking that day. All right, guys, we'll build up to you. I'll go next.
Okay, sure.
Now, ladies, while we are talking about things a little bit blue, I'm not saying that I'm attractive, But what I will say is, when I take my clothes off in the bathroom, I turn the shower on. You get it?
Yeah, I got
Oh, that was dad joke.
It was quite dad joke,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it was good.
it. Okay.
Oh, Jazz, what do you got?
All right, there were 2 hunters in the woods. One of them collapses. His eyes were glazed and he was horribly pale and he wasn't moving. So the other man thought, oh my God, what do I do? So he whips out his phone and he calls 000. And the dispatch lady says, do not panic. First, what we have to do is make sure that he's dead. And the hunter goes, okay. And then everything goes silent. And then there's a shotgun, bang! And he gets back on the phone, he goes, now what?
It's a bit morbid this morning.
Do you know what? Communication is vital in these situations, Alex. Because if there's miscommunication or a lack of understanding with communication,
Yes.
bang, death.
Yeah.
Do you think Jodie understands what a joke is? Is that the lack of communication?
Oh, wow. Shotgun bang you in a minute.
Whoa, that's a challenge to put out there to someone else. 0400 919 919. Jodes, a few times this morning we've been talking about how we could get ourselves involved in the games without actually having to compete over in Paris because we're very much past our prime athletically.
Oh, that's okay. Speak for yourself, mate. I'm still getting out there and having a crack at least on the weekends.
You're having a crack, but you hobbled in this morning. Old Limpy McGee with that bung ankle now.
Okay.
Eyes recovered, though.
It's my eyes better.
Your eyes completely recovered.
But I fell over myself at netball, so now I've got a fat ankle.
Now you got a burst blood vessel in your ankle.
Yeah.
Did you fall over at netball because your eye was still a bit
No,
bung?
Nate, no, my eyes cleared up. We've just established that. So
Okay. Yeah,
no
but I
more-
was just wondering if it was cleared up on Saturday because when you left Friday, it wasn't.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, thank you for my full medical history for this Monday morning. I really appreciate you.
Point of the story is we're looking for opportunities to immerse ourselves in the game's vibes without actually competing. So what we decided to come up with... Yeah, that's right. Jodie and Hazy's Average Games.
Yeah.
This week, we're going to go head-to-head in average tasks, and we need your help to vote on who wins and becomes the gold medalist for our Average Games.
I love this for us because let's face it, I'm not going to be Jess Fox. You're not going to be, Carl Chalmers.
Spot on.
So
Only one.
let's be good at being average.
100%. Love this.
Jodie and Hazy present the 2024 Average Games.
It's one of Adelaide's biggest rivalries.
Oh boy.
Why don't you pull a hamstring on him?
Get out of my face or I'll burn your house down.
Andrew runs with his shirt off Hayes.
We just want to take it one day at a time. We're not looking too far ahead, nor are we looking too far in the past. So it's all about controlling the controllables and trusting the process.
Jodie has 1 million kids oddie.
Like a woman who has done so many chores that she's nearly broken, but now has the opportunity to put all those skills to good use.
2 athletes, fierce rivals.
There we go. That's the secret.
Actually, no. Got a better idea.
Who will put everything on the line to bring home the gold?
Can't talk competing at the Olympics.
Passing milk there.
Wrong one.
Oh boy.
There you go. We need to crown a gold medalist.
Yeah.
Is it going to be Jodie? Is it going to be Hazy? Okay. 3 tasks. And unfortunately for you, Jodes, making girls isn't one of them.
Oh,
Otherwise, you'd be gold medalist.
wouldn't I? Okay, so I'm going to run you through the tasks that we have to complete to become the Average Games champion. You ready for this?
Yes.
The first one, ironing a shirt.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
You know my weakness.
Well, I think I've got you covered on this one because let's be honest, the poor ladies at Channel 7 have to do it for you. So when was the last time you ironed a shirt?
I've tried to iron quite regularly. Do you know how embarrassing it is? And this happens every single time I iron my own shirt. And then I go out and everyone's like, oh, you want to throw an iron on that thing? And I'll be like, oh, yeah, I didn't have time. But in my head, I'm like, I did.
Yeah.
And I left thinking it was brilliant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And also, Suzanne wasn't available.
Yeah.
So I had to do it myself. She busy taking care of Will Goodings. You know what I mean?
100% he's top shelf. So if there's any spare time after that, I'll jump in there. But
Where do you sit in the tier system at Channel 7 in terms of ironing shirts?
yeah, I think I'm top 6. I think I might come 6th. Bear in mind, it's a category of 6.
Okay, the second category will be making a coffee on a barista machine.
Oh, well. I think I know who's got you covered in this
Well,
one.
you should excel in this space because you are the head barista at the Say Good Day, Have a Latte and Stay for a No Cafe.
100%. Finally, this will be my chance to really shine. And no chat.
Yeah.
No awkward chit-chat is
Yeah.
required.
Well, if you were to compete in awkward chit-chat, you too would be a gold medalist. And the third category will be putting a quilt cover on a quilt.
Oh, my
Is that
God.
the hardest domestic chore of all time?
That is almost impossible. I know mates that got lost for weeks trying to do that. Yeah.
Weeks. Yeah. You're like, where's Benny? I don't know. Is he stuck in his quilt again?
And we're all like, oh, no, he didn't try and put a quilt cover on, did he? Oh, no.
no.
Benny, come back to us.
What about when you try and find the corner of the quilt in the actual quilt cover?
That's
and
where you
you're
get
just,
lost.
like fishing around.
100%.
It's embarrassing.
That's where you get lost.
Okay, they are our 3 tasks. The videos will be posted on our Insta page at Jodie and Hazy, and by Friday we are going to have a winner to crown.
There you go. Jodie and Hazy's Average Games. First video is going to go up tomorrow at Jodie and Hazy.